So please join me in welcoming to the stage Mansoor Al-Sayegh, Group CEO of the Al-Sayegh Group, Vice Chairman of the Aram Group, and President of the Abu Dhabi Youth Business Council. And your moderator, you've met her already, the incredible Sally Mousa, Senior Presenter at Forbes Middle East.
Thank you so much, Claudine. Perfect. Thank you so much, Claudine. It is great to have everybody back here for day 2. And today we're going to be diving into a topic that is at the very heart of economic resilience and evolution, the transformation of family businesses through entrepreneurial thinking and innovation. These enterprises, which are often rooted in tradition, they have to embrace modern strategies to stay ahead in an ever-changing market landscape. And it's a delicate balance when you're trying to honor legacy while driving forward with bold ideas. And few understand this better than our distinguished guest today. Mansoor Sayegh is a leader whose impact spans multiple industries. As Group CEO of Sayegh Group, Vice Chairman of Aram Group, PJSC, and President of the Abu Dhabi Youth Business Council, Mansoor has redefined what it means to innovate while staying deeply connected to the values that build enduring family businesses. And it's wonderful to have you with us, Mansoor.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me.
So let's get straight into it. Family businesses are often deeply rooted in tradition and legacy, as we just mentioned. So how do you see youth involvement driving innovation in family businesses, particularly as you have those of the older generations who might be used to doing things a certain way? And what are some of the key contributions that you think younger generations are bringing to the table?
Well, first of all, thank you for hosting us, and thank you for having us and having Forbes 30 Under 30 in Abu Dhabi. It's a great pleasure to be here. To answer your question, youth involvement into family businesses today is very crucial. They can adapt faster than the older generations. They would, adapt to digital transformation a bit faster, to new technologies a bit faster. So, for them, getting used to something new they would adapt faster to that, keeping in mind the legacy and the history, the traditions that have been kept within the family business itself. So, keeping a clear path on what they want to achieve and how they want to achieve it, modernizing it, is crucial. Not only that, but also explaining to the older generations why they want to do this. Why do they want to, emphasize the role of something new or a new technology within their organization? So their involvement in this is very crucial, and they adapt faster to the change that they bring into their organizations.
Absolutely. And so how do you balance legacy with modernity? That is, of course, a common challenge, as you mentioned. How do you manage that delicate balance? And what are the strategies that have worked for you as well in keeping traditions intact while integrating modern business practices?
Well, I would say that, not everything requires modernization in the beginning. They need to look at a specific sector or a specific role within their organization that they would want to modernize. Again, explain why they want to do that, yet keeping the family tradition alive. It's you have the older generation telling you, what, I've built this on for 40 years, 50 years. Why are you coming in and changing this all of a sudden? And why do you want to? So it's just adapting to the. To be honest, adapting to the change that they want to bring in, while keeping their traditions and the legacies of their family businesses.
What are some examples that you have from your experience where, as you say, it's so important, sometimes you need to keep things the same, but also there are some things where they need a makeover, they need an overhaul to really propel the business forward?
Well, as Al-Sayegh Group, we've been around for the last 45, 47 years. And till this date, my father does not use a laptop or a computer. He actually has his secretary look at his emails, print out the emails, he reads it, and he's like, okay, you know what? Reply back saying A, B, and C.
Right.
So it's...
I've heard of that. I've heard of that, yes.
So with that, I try to tell him, listen, you can adapt the change through, your mobile phone. You can use your phones today instead of texting through whatever app that you want to use. It's the same thing through the Outlook or through the emails. He's like, yeah, but this doesn't work for me. This, I'd rather read it on paper, So a live example was actually that actually, till date, I've been with him for the last, I think, close to 17 years now. And he refuses to proceed with any new technologies or devices that makes his life easier.
But for you, what would you want to be bringing in?
As new technologies?
Yeah. When we're talking about things like AI, things that really drive data forward.
What would I want to bring into the family business?
Yeah.
To be honest, whatever I brought in a few changes to the family business. Some of these changes, we have businesses that require a lot of manpower.
Yeah.
And through these businesses, we have actually managed to get in a lot of AI to find specific defects into the products that we bring in. So you've eliminated the human, let me say, the human part of them. It was a bit hard, human error, exactly. And it was a bit hard for him. He's like, why? The human see it better than the AIs, or the robots or whatever it is. So it was more, it was a difficult change. And that was one part of what we have done, actually.
I mean, it would be that communication, opening up the lines of communication. And, it's a thing that is results driven at the end of the day, isn't
Absolutely,
it?
yes.
It's the results that will speak for themselves.
Correct.
As to whether these kind of changes that are being brought in are important, are worth it or not. And so for you, as someone who has, of course, worked closely with young leaders in family businesses yourself,
Yeah.
What is your advice for the next generation that is coming in and, taking over or getting behind the reins?
Well, my advice would be, keep the dialogue open. You would never, you need to have that type of communication with your family members or with your board members that you have. Make sure you talk freely in good days, bad days. Make sure that if you want to do a change, explain this change. Tell them why you want to have this change. You're definitely going to get some negative feedback. You're going to get some good feedback, but then come in the middle, make both parties happy. Also, don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Create these opportunities. It's going to be hard in the beginning. It's going to be challenging. But then, once you start seeing the success that you bring in, and once you start seeing the benefits, you just want more. You just get hungrier and hungrier for more success. So never give up, stay true to yourself and be open.
This is it. The time is really now to really grab those opportunities, as you say, because the changes that are happening in the world right now are so fast, and we really do have to keep up with them. And so this would be my last question to you,
Sure.
Mansoor. What are the most important areas of focus for family businesses that want to remain competitive and to continue thriving in an ever-evolving marketplace?
Well, like you said, it's a fast-paced world. To be competitive and to be evolving into the businesses today, you would definitely need to have the right team members in place. You would have to have the right strategies to be put in place. You would have to adapt to changes that are happening in the markets. And always look for solutions. Don't look at challenges or problems as problems, but every single year on year you see that new rules have been put in place. You don't want to be like, oh, there's a new rule now, I'm going to have to, no, adapt to that rule, be a step ahead. The key role here is always make sure you have the right management in place and make sure you get the correct advice from the people around you.
Absolutely, and get some great mentors who have done
Absolutely,
it before
yes,
as well.
Yes,
And know
absolutely.
what the challenges are in that
Absolutely.
area.
Yeah, yeah. But also as well, the challenges, the older generations, it used to be different doing business then than doing business now. I remember, let me say maybe somewhere maybe 10 years, 12 years back, it was easier for our chairman to pick up the phone and be like, hello, yes, can you finalize this? It's been waiting for like 2 days. Today you don't have this. Today is all processes and rules set in place. So it makes it more of a governed type and governance required world. So that's what. Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to keep that mindset open. Mansoor Sayegh, Group CEO of Sayegh Group, thank you so much for being with us and opening day 2 of the 30 Under 30 Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Mansoor. Thank you.
Maybe we just losing control.